Introduction to the Salesforce Admin Interview. Ever find yourself preparing for a Salesforce admin interview and your nerves start to jingle-jangle? Well, you are in good company there. This ride can sure be an exciting mix of butterflies and adrenaline, especially when gunning for a career in the wildly competitive Salesforce admin arena. But hey, just between us, it's not solely about flexing your tech muscles. A big part of the game plan involves displaying your abilities during the interview swan song. Let's slice and dice our way through these top 30 Salesforce admin NABA queries and hand you some savvy insights to ace that interview, shall we? Interview questions. 1. Describe your experience with Salesforce administration. Sample answer. I have worked as a Salesforce administrator for 5 years in a large organization, managing a user base of over 500 employees. I have successfully implemented custom objects, workflows, and validation rules to automate business processes and improve data quality. Additionally, I have led data migration projects, ensuring a seamless transition to Salesforce while maintaining data integrity. 2. What is the role of a Salesforce administrator? Sample answer. Salesforce administrators are key in customizing, maintaining and setting up the Salesforce platform to align with an organization's specific needs. They also handle user management, data structure, security preferences, and ensuring smooth operation of the systems. 3. Compare Salesforce's workflow rule and process builder. Sample answer. While workflow rules assist in standardizing internal procedures via automated processes, Process Builder is a visual tool utilized for formulating and automating progression of multi-step and multi-criteria actions. 4. How to create a relationship between two objects in Salesforce? Sample answer. A relationship between two objects can be started by defining a custom lookup or master detail relationship field on one of the objects that reference the other. 5. What are the different types of Salesforce objects? Sample answer. Salesforce objects can be either standard, like accounts, contacts, and opportunities, or custom-made based on unique organizational needs. 6. What is data modeling in Salesforce? Sample answer. In Salesforce, data modeling revolves around establishing relationships between objects and creating customized fields for data storage. This tactic facilitates well-structured and organized data that aligns with business procedures. 7. How do you handle data integrity and security in Salesforce? Sample answer. To ensure data integrity and security, I regularly conduct data audits to identify and resolve any inconsistencies or duplicates. I also collaborate with the IT department to establish user access controls and implement role-based security settings. Additionally, I stay updated on Salesforce security best practices and ensure that all users receive proper training on data handling and security protocols. 8. How do you handle user adoption and training in Salesforce? Sample answer. To ensure high user adoption, I believe in a proactive approach. I create user-friendly interfaces and conduct comprehensive training sessions tailored to different user groups. I also develop detailed user guides and provide ongoing support through email, chat, and in-person consultations. By fostering a positive user experience and addressing any concerns promptly, I have successfully achieved high user adoption rates in previous implementations. 9. What is the role of a Salesforce administrator? Sample answer. As a Salesforce administrator, my role is to manage and optimize the Salesforce platform for our organization. This includes creating and managing user accounts, defining security settings, customizing the system to meet business needs, and providing ongoing support to users. I also play a crucial role in driving user adoption and ensuring data integrity. 10. How do you handle data migration in Salesforce? Sample answer. Data migration in Salesforce requires careful planning and execution. I follow a structured approach, starting with data extraction from the source system, cleansing and transforming the data to match Salesforce requirements, and finally loading it into Salesforce using tools like Data Loader or third-party integrations. I also validate the migrated data to ensure accuracy. 11. What is the difference between a profile and a role in Salesforce? Sample answer. In Salesforce, a profile controls object-level and field-level security. It determines what users can view, edit, or delete within the system. On the other hand, a role determines record-level access. It defines the hierarchy of users and their access to records based on their role in the organization. Both profiles and roles are crucial in maintaining data security and access control. 12. How do you handle duplicate records in Salesforce? Sample answer. To handle duplicate records in Salesforce, I utilize various tools and techniques. I set up duplicate rules to identify potential duplicates during data entry. I also create matching rules to find duplicates based on specific criteria. Additionally, I leverage tools like data.com or third-party apps to merge duplicate records and maintain data integrity. 13. How do you manage user adoption in Salesforce? Sample answer. User adoption is a key factor in the success of any Salesforce implementation. To ensure high user adoption, I focus on providing comprehensive training to users, including interactive workshops and documentation. I also work closely with stakeholders to understand their pain points and customize the Salesforce interface to be user-friendly and intuitive. 14. What is the difference between a workflow rule and a process builder in Salesforce? Sample answer. While both workflow rules and process builders allow for automation in Salesforce, they differ in terms of complexity and capabilities. Workflow rules are simpler and provide basic automation capabilities, such as updating fields or sending email alerts. Process builders, on the other hand, offer more advanced automation options, including creating records, updating related records, and invoking Apex code. 15. How do you handle security and sharing settings in Salesforce? Sample answer. Security and sharing settings are crucial in maintaining data privacy and access control in Salesforce. I start by defining organization-wide defaults to set the baseline access levels. Then, I establish role hierarchies to determine record-level access based on user roles. If necessary, I create sharing rules to extend access beyond the role hierarchy. Regular audits and monitoring ensure data security. 16. How do you troubleshoot and resolve issues in Salesforce? Sample answer. When troubleshooting issues in Salesforce, I follow a systematic approach. I start by identifying the root cause through analysis and research. If a solution is not readily available, I leverage Salesforce resources, such as the Trailblazer community or Salesforce support. I also collaborate with colleagues and engage in peer-to-peer knowledge sharing. Rigorous testing ensures that the issue is resolved effectively. 17. How do you stay updated with the latest Salesforce features and releases? Sample answer. Staying updated with the latest Salesforce features and releases is crucial to maximize the benefits of the platform. I regularly explore Trailhead, Salesforce's online learning platform, to gain knowledge and earn certifications. I also subscribe to Salesforce release notes and participate in online communities to stay informed about new features and best practices. 17. How do you handle data quality issues in Salesforce? Sample answer. When handling data quality issues in Salesforce, it is crucial to establish data governance practices and implement validation rules, workflows, and data cleansing tools. Regularly monitor data quality metrics to identify and address any issues promptly. 18. Can you explain the difference between profiles and permission sets? Sample answer. Profiles and permission sets are both used to control user access in Salesforce. Profiles define the baseline permissions and settings for a user, while permission sets allow additional permissions to be granted on top of the profile permissions. 20. How do you ensure data security in Salesforce? Sample answer. Data security in Salesforce can be ensured by implementing appropriate security measures such as defining object-level and field-level security, managing user roles and profiles, and setting up sharing rules and record-level security. 21. What are some best practices for managing Salesforce reports and dashboards? Sample answer. To effectively manage Salesforce reports and dashboards, it is important to establish naming conventions, organize folders, and regularly review and update reports to ensure they remain relevant and accurate. Use report types and filters to create meaningful reports, and leverage dashboard components to present key metrics and insights. 22. Can you describe the process of data import and export in Salesforce? Sample answer. The data import and export process in Salesforce can be accomplished through various methods such as using the Data Import Wizard, Data Loader, or third-party integration tools. Ensure data integrity by validating data formats, mapping fields correctly, and performing thorough testing before executing data imports or exports. 23. What is the role of validation rules in Salesforce? Sample answer. Validation rules in Salesforce help maintain data accuracy and consistency by defining specific criteria that data must meet before it can be saved. These rules can be used to enforce data format, validate relationships, or prevent certain actions based on specific conditions. 24. How do you handle data migration from a legacy system to Salesforce? Sample answer. Data migration from a legacy system to Salesforce requires careful planning and execution. It involves extracting data from the legacy system, mapping the data to Salesforce fields, cleaning and transforming the data, and finally, importing it into Salesforce using tools such as Data Loader or other integration methods. 25. Can you explain the concept of sharing rules in Salesforce? Sample answer. Sharing rules in Salesforce allows you to extend record access beyond what is defined by the organization-wide defaults. They can be used to grant access to specific groups or roles based on criteria, ensuring that the right users have access to the right records. 26. What steps would you take to troubleshoot and resolve a user's issue in Salesforce? Sample answer. When troubleshooting and resolving a user's issue in Salesforce, it is important to gather detailed information about the problem, replicate the issue if possible, and use tools like debug logs and the developer console to identify and resolve the underlying cause. Communicate effectively with the user to provide timely updates and resolutions. 27. What is an order of execution in Salesforce? Sample answer. This is a crucial system workflow. When a record is created or updated, several steps and components spring into action in a typical sequence. Developers and administrators need to grasp the sequence to ensure smooth operations and troubleshoot any hiccups that might appear. The execution stages. System validation rules. Salesforce enforces system validation, examining record compliance with organization setup, configuration, required fields, data types, and specified conditions in validation rules. Before triggers. If the record passes system validation, before triggers, execute, running Apex code just before the record's entry into the database. Custom validation rules. After, before triggers, user-defined validation rules run, post-system validation and pre-record saving. Record saved to database. The record is stored in the database, awaiting transaction confirmation. After triggers. After triggers, execute Apex code after the record is safely stored in the database. Assignment rules. If the object has assignment rules, they determine and set the record's ownership. Auto-response rules. Rules for automated email responses come into effect if the object has an auto-response package. Workflow rules. Workflow rules are scrutinized and executed to modify fields, dispatch email alerts, create assignments, etc. Processes. Processes designed using the process builder are executed at this stage. Escalation rules. If applicable, escalation rules come into effect. Roll-up summary fields. The master record's roll-up summary fields are refreshed. Criteria-based sharing rules. If there are sharing rules based on criteria, they are evaluated and potentially modify record sharing. System post-commit logic. The system performs post-commit logic, such as sending outbound messages. Understanding Salesforce's execution order is crucial for developers and admins to correctly apply business logic, preventing unwanted system behavior. The execution sequence can vary based on actions taken, and additional steps may be added or omitted depending on the context. 28. How do you approach data backup and recovery strategies in Salesforce? Sample answer. Handling data backup and recovery in Salesforce is a pretty essential component for safeguarding data integrity. Here's my approach. I've set up a regular schedule for automated data backups, making use of nifty resources like Salesforce's weekly export or their data export service. But before pushing the button on major system alterations or migrating data, I take a precautionary step backing up all mission-critical data. And if there ever is a case of data corruption or loss, I swing into action armed with an extensively documented recovery plan to ensure data is restored with speed and efficacy. 29. Can you elaborate on your experience with Salesforce Lightning and how it differs from Salesforce Classic? Sample answer. In my role as a Salesforce administrator, I've successfully transitioned organizations from Salesforce Classic to Salesforce Lightning. I have customized Lightning pages, implemented Lightning components, and optimized user interfaces for enhanced user experience. The Lightning experience offers a more modern and intuitive interface, improved performance, and additional features like Kanban views and dynamic page layouts. Adapting to these changes requires a deep understanding of both platforms to ensure a seamless transition for users. 30. How do you stay informed about industry best practices and emerging trends in Salesforce administration? Sample answer. Keeping abreast of industry best practices and emerging trends in Salesforce administration is crucial for delivering optimal solutions. I actively participate in Salesforce events, webinars, and user groups to stay informed about the latest developments. I also engage with the Trailblazer community to share experiences and learn from others. Regularly attending training sessions, earning certifications, and exploring new Trailhead modules contribute to my continuous learning and ability to implement innovative solutions in Salesforce administration. Further tools for gearing up for your Salesforce admin interview. Given the competitive nature of acquiring a Salesforce admin position, it's a prudent approach to employ additional tools to amplify your readiness. Check out these valuable resources. Trailhead by Salesforce. This complimentary online learning platform designed by Salesforce offers an array of courses and modules aimed specifically at budding Salesforce administrators. Utilizing this resource to its fullest can give you an expansive understanding of the field. Salesforce Admin Certification. Securing this certification is a game changer. It significantly enhances your standing in the market, bringing you one step closer to grabbing your dream job. Online forums and communities. There's much to learn from people who've walked the path before you. Participating in Salesforce communities and forums offers an opportunity to learn from others' experiences and could potentially provide you with worthwhile insights. Wrapping up our thoughts. Hacking a Salesforce admin interview needs more than just talent, it requires preparation. Develop a strong understanding of common interview queries and their correct responses, and adopt effective strategies. In doing so, you'll be more than capable of demonstrating your proficiency to prospective employers. But remember, confidence is key, so communicate your thoughts effectively. They say that learning is a lifelong journey, and nowhere is this more apt than in the fast-paced Salesforce ecosystem. Always keep evolving your skill set to stay in the game. A final word. If you're still wondering how to get that edge over other candidates in your Salesforce admin interview, why not enhance your preparation with resources like the Trailhead platform and the Salesforce Administrator Certification? Equipped with these, you are sure to impress interviewers and increase your chances of landing the job you've always wanted as a Salesforce administrator. Thanks for watching.